going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, sports family. Thank you for tuning in to Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. It is Friday, January 24th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to us and joining in wherever you may be listening to our podcast and hitting the search button to search us by W W SUP by Joey for the daily sports updates, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the daily basis. Again, we thank you very much for always commenting, sharing, liking, subscribing. You know the 411, right? And if you're not listening to our podcast, we're not upset with you. If you are, we appreciate you. You know, there's other podcasters out there that are delivering the sports updates, but we're also delivering it to the best of our ability, to our commitment and dedication to all of you on a daily basis. As you tune in each and every week, Friday, before the end of the week, as we close out the work week and school week, to fill you in on what happened throughout the week in sports, as we cover NBA, NHL, NFL, MLS, college basketball. Again, you name it. We have all sports updates to you. Again, NFL, NBA, NHL, MLS, college basketball, women's and men's, WNBA. You know, you name it. We have it all. As we do the research, the commitment and dedication to deliver a successful, amazing podcast called Worldwide Sport Updates by yours truly, Joey Hadid. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over and recap what happened in sports this past week. We're going to start off with some NFL news. All right, here we go. NFL honors. The finalists have been announced for the MVP and other awards from 2024 season. Let's go over them. The AP Most Valuable Player. Here are the players that are possibly candidates for the MVP award. Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills quarterback. Saquon Barkley of the Philadelphia Eagles running back. Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback. Jared Goff, Detroit Lions quarterback. And Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens quarterback. Here's the AP Defensive Player of the Year. Zack Baun, Philadelphia Eagles linebacker. Myles Garrett, Cleveland Browns defensive end. Trey Hendrickson of the Cincinnati Bengals defensive end. Patrick Surtain III, Denver Broncos cornerback. TJ Watt, Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker. AP Offensive Player of the Year awards. Possibly candidates that might get this award. Saquon Barkley of the Philadelphia Eagles running back. Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback. Jamar Chase, Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver. Derrick Henry, Baltimore Ravens running back. Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens quarterback. AP Offensive Rookie of the Year candidates, possible candidates. Brock Bowers, Las Vegas Raiders tight end. Jaden Daniels, Washington Commanders quarterback. Malik Neighbors, New York Giants wide receiver. Bo Nix, Denver Broncos quarterback. Brian Thomas Jr., Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver. All right, AP Coach of the Year possible candidates. Dan Campbell, Detroit Lions head coach. Kevin O'Connell, Minnesota Vikings head coach. Sean Payton, Denver Broncos head coach. Dan Quinn, Washington Commanders head coach. And Andy Reid, Kansas City Chiefs head coach. All right, AP Assistant Coach of the Year. Joe Brady, Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator. Vic Fangio, Philadelphia Eagles defensive coordinator. Brian Flores, Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator. Aaron Glenn, Detroit Lions defensive coordinator. And Ben Johnson, Detroit Lions offensive coordinator. All right, AP Defensive Rookie of the Year possible candidates. Cooper DeJean, Philadelphia Eagles cornerback. Brandon Fissick, Los Angeles Rams defensive end. Quenyon Mitchell, Philadelphia Eagles cornerback. Chop Robinson, Miami Dolphins linebacker. And Jared Verse of the Los Angeles Rams linebacker. All right, AP Comeback Player of the Year candidates. Joe Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback. Sam Darnold, Minnesota Vikings cornerback. J.K. Dobbins, Los Angeles Chargers running back. Christian Gonzalez, New England Patriots cornerback. And Damar Hamlin of the Buffalo Bills safety. All right, so those are all your candidates possibly to get these awards on Thursday, February 6th, 2025. Tune into that. NFL Honors, 4 days before the Super Bowl. And speaking of the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, the Super Bowl will be February 9th, 2025. And also, before we get to the Super Bowl, we need to crown championship winners, which is this upcoming weekend. You have the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And you also have, that's for the AFC Championship game. Also, you have the NFC Championship game. Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. That will be a 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. All right, I'm going to give you out my predictions, ladies and gentlemen, for this week's championship games. Here are my predictions for this week's conference championship games. Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to go with Philadelphia on this one. Yeah. Again, ladies and gentlemen, they have all the tools. They have all the players. You have the number 1 ranked defense in the entire league.
I don't want to cry.
And they have the best offensive line in the NFL. Again, Saquon Barkley, if he runs over 200 yards, the game is over. It's a wrap. For the Washington Commanders to win this game, they have to stop Saquon Barkley. They have to put a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts. And Saquon Barkley, they got to make sure that he doesn't go over 125 yards in this game. So, if Washington Commanders do their part and they do these 3 keys, those 3 keys to victory, Washington Commanders might have a shot in this game. But I like the Philadelphia Eagles in this matchup. All right, the other game, the AFC Championship game, Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I like Kansas City, ladies and gentlemen. I do like Kansas City. Again, I cannot bet against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I just cannot. It's hard. It's hard to bet against those guys. Does Buffalo have a chance? Absolutely they do. But will they come up short again? Yes. Again, Buffalo Bills are 0-3 against the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs. However, in the regular season, they're 4-1. But I cannot bet against the Kansas City Chiefs. So, ladies and gentlemen, what does that mean? We are going to see a Super Bowl rematch from Super Bowl 57. So, again, Super Bowl 59 will be hosted in New Orleans, Louisiana. So, yeah. We are in for a Super Bowl rematch, ladies and gentlemen. Strap on your seatbelts, get your popcorn ready. And also, get those pizzas hot and ready also. And don't forget those wings. You're going to need them. Enjoy those games, folks. It's going to be a good one. All right, let's shift over to some NBA news. LeBron James and Anthony Davis led the LA Lakers over the Boston Celtics. They got a victory out of from the Boston Celtics. They defeated them. Let's get right into it. LeBron James and Anthony Davis combined to lead the Los Angeles Lakers to a 117-96 thumping of the defending champion Boston Celtics on Thursday. In the first meeting of the season between the two iconic rivals who have won 35 NBA championships between them. Yeah, speaking of 35 combined, the Los Angeles Lakers have 17 total NBA championships in franchise history. With the Boston Celtics, they have a total of 18 NBA championships in franchise history. Alright, the Lakers produced a superb all-round display to outclass the visiting Celtics lineup. James finished with 20 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists, while Davis weighed in with 24 points, and point guard Austin Reeves added 23 points. A haul that included 4 3-pointers. Kristaps Porzingis led the Boston scoring with 22 points, while Jason Tatum was restricted to 16 after shooting 5 of 12 from the court. The Lakers were always in control after outscoring Boston 34-23 in the first quarter and building a 19-point cushion at halftime. That they never looked like surrendering. The Lakers led by as much as 28 points in the fourth quarter, and James looked on improvingly as son Bronny was brought on by the head coach, JJ Redick, for the closing minutes. All right, let's shift over to some NHL hockey news. Frederik Andersen, ladies and gentlemen, gets his 300th NHL win. Andersen made 18 saves in a 7-4 win over Columbus on Thursday. It was his 300th NHL win. He is 300, 128, and 52 overall record, including 72, 28, and 4 with Carolina. Andersen is the second fastest in league history to 300 NHL wins, 501 games behind Andre Vasilevsky with 490. The great Dan has always impressed when he's in the net, but injuries have held him back most of his career. This season, the 35-year-old Andersen has played 6 games, 5-1-0, and he has a 2.15 GAA and .912 save percentage. All right, let's shift over to some MLB news. Let's recap the 3 biggest stories of the MLB offseason. We are a couple, months away from Major League Baseball season to start, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? I mean, we're almost close to spring training. Yeah. Wow, this offseason has went by so fast in Major League Baseball. All right, let's get right to it. The New York Mets have signed Juan Soto during the offseason, as you all are aware, Major League Baseball fans. That was a pickup, a blockbuster move right there by the New York Mets. Perhaps the biggest point of intrigue going into the offseason was Juan Soto's free agency. The Dominican superstar, considered by many to be the best hitter in baseball, was coming off a season with the New York Yankees, during which he won the Silver Slugger Award in right field, finished 3rd in MVP voting, and set career highs in home runs, 41, and wins above replacement WAR, 7.9. All right, also more news to follow from MLB, Major League Baseball. The formerly Oakland Athletics, prepared to move to Las Vegas, Nevada. Since 2020, when they lost in the quarterfinals of an expanded COVID playoff, The Oakland Athletics have been perennial bottom dwellers. Their owner, John Fisher, slashed the team's payroll to $48 million, $25 million, and less than the second lowest team and less than 20% of the league's highest payrolls. Their record has lived among the worst in baseball, and their attendance has cratered. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much has slumped. That's the better word for it. All right, and also, ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Dodgers signed Roki Sasaki. The 2024 season was capped off with a dominant World Series victory by the Dodgers over the Yankees, their second championship in 5 years. LA has solidified its reputation as having one of the MLB's best front offices, as well as being one of its highest spenders. A combination which has led to 5 consecutive seasons with a win percentage of 60% or higher. A feat that has been accomplished by no other team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I will see you on next Friday's recorded podcast. Till then, hit the like button, subscribe, share it out, and comment, and let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about. And show the love, people. Show the love. I know there's a lot of podcasters out there that you listen to, but whether you listen to us or don't, we still appreciate your love. And because we are always committed and dedicated. We're always here for you. On a daily basis. Friday of the week. Every week. At the end of the week. We're here to deliver sports updates for you on a daily basis. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joseph Hadid, your host for Worldwide Sport Updates. Your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Take care of each other, sports family. Have yourself a great weekend. And we will see each other next Friday. All right. Bye-bye for now.